Okay, so trade breakdown. I'm trying to make this quick as possible because I just came back to the house and I am tired as hell. I tried to do this breakdown in my room, so I'm really tired of shit. So this is basically how I made five $454 across my three accounts. My three accounts. I got very very bad entries on my live accounts, but luckily I got a better entry on my challenge account. So those are the ones that actually ended up going my way, and then I had to close the rest, break even. Very sad, but that's just life. In fact, I'm even happy to that the foreign accounts, I mean the challenge accounts went to the profits than the live accounts because I'm tired of passing challenges. So I'm just going to go straight into trading view. But okay, the broker I normally use, I don't know for whatever reason this I don't know why there was a gap here. I don't know why they literally was a break between this. I don't know what price. This is 905 and 1005. So I don't know. For 1 hour, they didn't show any candlesticks. I don't know why. This is not the trade I took yesterday, just before anybody asks. I was backtesting this and just something. I mean, I took a sell here yesterday and took an L. Got stopped out and eventually went my way, but it doesn't matter. So I'm not going to use any broker at this point, but hopefully they have accurate data. I think this was one I was using before, just then came back. So let's just continue here. Yeah. So what happened? Market open. Market open. There was this is the market open candle here, 9:30. This candle, and there was this gap here that got inversed. This gap got inversed, and I didn't even know that this candle was going to have this much momentum to go downside. So what I was expecting is that it will just close somewhere around here and then just tap into this and then continue going to the downside. But that is definitely not what happened. Oops. That is definitely not what happened. So I was still waiting to see. What's the just okay. Okay, so I was still waiting to see what happened. So eventually, after there was that inverse, we ended up sweeping these lows. Ended up sweeping these lows. And mind you, that was also perfect because this candle, right now, where was the news candle? Okay, around here. So that's actually not the news candle, but since there was this huge gap here, I was very interested in seeing these lows taken out, which is actually the low key the same thing I wanted to happen yesterday. Huge dump. I wanted to see this high get taken out and then sell. So that's actually the setup I wanted yesterday. So that's the exact same thing I was looking at today. Huge push up. Then we take out these lows, expecting to buy. So what happens? We eventually get this candlestick closure here on the. So this is around like 9:35. Okay, I'm trying to say this in Nigerian time. So 3:35. So around 3:35. The candlestick closed again on 5 minutes, and then we formed this 5 minute fair value gap. So mind you, I am bearish. Bearish. I am bullish as hell. So I want to see price go to the upside. So I don't want to see this gap get respected at all. So I actually don't care about this tapping in and then going to the downside. So what happens? We go up, tap into it, we dump, we sweep these lows. Naturally, one would think that the best thing you want to do is okay, now that we've tapped in, we've broken structure, you would now think the right move to do is to buy. Actually speaking, the wrong move is to buy because if this actually got held, if this gap got held, this is the first presented fair value gap. This is like the strongest PRE like during market open. So this is the first gap that price formed when the market opens. So if we respected it and continue going to the downside, the worst thing you can ever try doing is to buy and then trade into this because the next thing you're going to see is a reaction of it and we sell. And that is literally what happened here again. If you tried buying, you would have gotten collapsed. Imagine buying from, I don't know if you got a setup around here. Imagine that this week will have just murdered you and then continue going away. So you can see that this had a reaction of it again. And then when we had that reaction, we started dumping, we started forming more fair value gaps. So that means that this gap now can now get disrespected because the market has formed other gaps. and those other gaps probably aren't as strong as this one since this is the first presented gap, right? Simple as ABC. So this gets respected and then continues going to the downside. Then eventually we get a sweep of these lows. Since these lows get swept, I was waiting to see whether we would have a market structure shift on the 1 minute, or we inverse that 5 minute fair value gap that was there. But since if you look at the 1 minute time frame, okay, so I'm going to mark that out. Um, this low, then this low. So where's the structure now? Yeah, so somewhere around here. Yeah. So this lows get taken. Blah blah blah. So you shall see that this continuous structure here. So I was expecting that this high, what's it called? Down. Yeah, so this is why this is confusing, because on the other broker, eventually, when they actually came back, let me just show you guys real quick. When they eventually came back, this is the same high here. That's the same high here. And that high didn't close the body. It wasn't a body close. So I didn't really like the what's it called? The fact that there was not a correlation, but whatever, sure. That's not the point. Do I find again? That's not the point. So what happened? So I was expecting that there will either be market structure shift, or this 5 minute fair value gap here will get inversed. So that's literally what happened. We inversed this gap, we inversed the gap, and we actually still got a market structure shift after. Actually, there was still a shift of structure here. But well, I want less because the inverse fair value gap was closer, so I'd rather take that. Anyways, we invert the fair value gap, and normally I just wanted to see if what's it called, we get you gets it gets respected. Sorry, fair value gap gets respected. I don't know. Wow, there's actually a huge difference in the candle. So I'm going to just go back to the one I normally use, please. Remember, yeah. So you can see here that on the 5 minutes, there was this inverse fair value gap. Was delete the actual tool I used. So there's an inverse, and then this candlesticks comes and trades into it, and then continues going higher. So the easiest way to know if a PDRA is going to get respected is if we get either order block, order block, fair value gap, or an inverse fair value gap. So this candle trades into the inverse fair value gap on the 5 minutes, forms this 1 minute fair value gap here, and that was just my entry with the body, with the stop loss at the wick that formed the fair value gap. Yeah, so at the oh my god, at the wick here, so at this wick here of the inverse fair value gap. So and then I just targeted the 1:2. Targeted the 1:2. So that was it. That was literally just it on the day. So that was a pretty clean trade. Obviously, since I got a better entry, and that was exactly why I told you that I had to close out break even on my other accounts, but I got an entry on my challenge account somewhere around here. So I had a way better entry on my challenge account, but on my live accounts it was horrible. But yeah, that was basically the trade that I took today. Very clean setup. Inverse fair value gap, trade into it, 1 minute fair value gap, tap into it, 1:2. Like perfect trade. I'm definitely going to post the P&L on my Twitter account because I can't keep on screenshotting this and posting it. My gallery is going to get filled up. But yeah, so I'm just going to post the P&L on my Twitter, and you guys will be able to see that. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter so that you see it, because I can't keep on screenshotting the P&L from my phone and posting it. My gallery is going to get filled up pretty quick. So I never delete screenshots. So yeah, that was the trade breakdown. That's how I made approximately like $460 across on my account. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, hope like last trade of the week. I mean, this December has actually not been bad. Like the price hasn't been that bad, but it hasn't been good either. Like the Monday, Tuesday, my TP, like it will start going towards my TP and reverse. So let's just see how tomorrow goes. Yeah. So imagine today, low key would have been a day that I would have been break even again if I hadn't considered better entry. So yeah, that's just how life goes, man. Like it's crazy. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So stay safe. Peace.